Hi everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel, everyone. It is December 3rd, 2021, Friday. I had to come here and make this video, guys, because we know as the body of Christ, when something like this comes up, people are out there looking for any excuse to not go to church, to not believe in God, and what they do when they want to find an excuse, they look at other Christians to see what they're doing. So before I continue, guys, I want to say thank you again for coming back to my channel and subscribing. So in case you didn't hear, but Pastor Joel Osteen was in the news starting, I think it was last night, breaking news about him. He was trending pretty much all day on Twitter today. So apparently he is the lead pastor at Lakewood Church. I believe his dad founded that church in Texas. So apparently a plumber discovered they say it's a wall, but then I think they were working in one of the bathrooms and they discover a bunch of envelopes filled with money and checks. Okay, so imagine that. So let me just read to you this article, guys. This is so strange. And let me tell you something too. I have to be careful what I say here because everything will be a speculation. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but God has a very interesting way of revealing things to his people. So who would have thought who would have thought that something like this will come out? And there could be many reasons why this money was hidden, but let me just read to you guys. A plumber discovered money checks in a wall of Joel Osteen's Lakewood church years after they had reported a $600,000 burglary. Okay, so apparently back in, I believe it was 18, they reported that somebody stole $600,000, but just yesterday a plumber in that church found money and, like I said, envelopes filled with cash and checks behind a loose wall. I guess he was doing some renovation. And here's the thing, man, this has a lot of significance. I don't know what is going to be revealed about this, but everything that you do in the dark comes to light. Okay, and we are definitely living in the last days. There's no question about it. Everything that's happening. Okay, so who would have thought this plumber is gonna go there and do a job, and now he's discovered all this cash and all this money, right? So you may remember, let me read to you. You may remember, it says here, hundreds of thousands of dollars that were stolen from a safe at Lakewood Church. It was a big headline, so apparently this happened back in 2014. Now, all these years later, another bombshell has dropped. A plumber said he found a large amount of money in a wall behind while he was doing work at the church. It happened November 10th, so this happened quite a couple weeks ago. It happened this year, November 10th. Evidence from the recovered checks suggests this November case is connected to the March 9, 2014 theft report of undisclosed amount of money at the church, Houston police confirmed. It says here, it was unbelievable, they're saying in one of the radio shows. There was a loose toilet in the wall, right? And when they removed the tile, they went to remove the toilet, and after moving the insulation, about 500 envelopes fell out of the wall. And the plumber was like, oh, wow. What is going on here, guys? Don't you think this is so significant? I'm not accusing anybody. All I'm saying is that people think that there can be, they can outsmart God. You think you're just gonna, hid it away, hide it, and it's gonna be like, it's gonna be like forever forgotten. But look at this, years later, right? This plumber goes and does his job, and then all this money is coming out like that. Who put that stuff there? What is the reasoning behind it? You're not talking about the little church down the block. You're talking about a mega church that has cameras, that has staff. especially like I had done in one of the churches I used to attend. I was in charge of counting the tithes and and the offerings, tithes and offerings, and I was never alone, guys. This is a team of people who deal with that, and I'm talking about a little church. Imagine Lakewood Church, how much staff they have to count all that money that they collect, and this money was hidden. And it was very clever the way this money was hidden, because who hides money like that, right? If somebody's gonna steal money, they're gonna use it. Who hides money like that? Why are we hiding here? What sign is God giving us about this? You think people are just gonna forget about it? Man, I think there's something interesting that's gonna come out of this. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about this. They say here, in fact, the Houston Police Department is still investigating the 7-year-old, I think 7 is very significant, right? 7-year-old case involving the disappearance of $600,000. Okay, who's gonna hide away so much money like that in a church? As far as I know, when you are part of the church, and I've been part of a lot of ministries, you go there, you are a volunteer, you do a job, whatever, every Sunday, every Wednesday or Saturday night, and you leave everything there and then you go. There is no time for you to go and spend and like take away walls and toilets and try to hide something, because it looks suspicious. You basically are hired to do a ministry. I'm saying hired, you basically volunteer your time to serve, and you either working with somebody else, and if you're working alone, there's always people around. Like, there's not a time that you go there by yourself and do this. I feel very strongly that this is a plan, a thing that happened over there. Okay, to have that money hidden like that, there's a reason behind it. There's a reason behind it, and somebody forgot about this money being hidden. And now this money it was discovered by an outsider, which is the plumber, who just basically went there to do his job. And somehow, man, whatever you do in the dark comes out no matter what. I always say that to people, and I say it here in my channel. Obviously, I feel like, a church has to basically have an open financial record for everybody to see. So why are we hiding away money here? Okay, and money in envelopes still. So I'm telling you guys, I work in ministries, counting tithes and stuff, and when you're dealing with money, you're never the only person, man, because at the end of the day, you have a responsibility. And when you're counting the collection buckets and things like that, there's always got to be 1 or 2 people there. I remember I had to, when I was doing counting the tithes and offerings at the church, it was usually 3 of us. And like I said, this is a small church, and maybe like, wow, I can't even tell like how many members. And it was a very small church, and we always had the office manager there when we were counting the money. And after we did the deposits and things like that, we had 2 people revise it. So this is not like, I guarantee you, Lakewood Church is not just a little church hidden in the blending in with society. Everybody knows about the church. Everybody knows about Joel Osteen. So yes, everybody's gonna look at him because he's the leader of that church. And I just gotta tell you guys, this is a very clever plan that somebody did. Somebody knows why this money was there. And maybe 1 or 2 people more know. Because like I said before, when it comes to money and collecting the buckets and bringing it right back, if in a little church where I used to serve, we had 3 people all the time at all times to count the money. And when there was like all of us together, we will leave it for the next time. There's not, in this huge church, it's not just gonna be like, okay, so he's back there doing the money. Like, it wasn't just one person. So something's going on here. Why are we hiding money behind walls? And like I said, 7 years ago, whoever came up with this idea thought, nobody's gonna discover that. We just know that we have there this and the other. And Look at this now. Now you need plumbing services, and this guy comes. I'm reading because saying Crime Stopper of Houston is offering $25,000 reward on information. About this. Okay. I think they need to start searching people in ministry in the church. I mean, this is money in envelopes. How, like, what? Why are you? They need to start the investigation ASAP. This happened November 10. Like, are you kidding me? This is not to put a poster out on the streets to find out. This is an inside job. It's very clear. Okay, so let's just see what comes out of it. So 500 envelopes full of cash and checks were found. So it was a total of 500 envelopes that came out of a wall. 500 envelopes. That's a very unique number too, because it wasn't like 395 envelopes. It's 500 envelopes. What's going on here, guys? Let me know what you guys think this story is saying. We can go crazy thinking about it. This is not, oh, you know, somebody came, we hired somebody new serving today. They had no idea what to do with that, so just hid it away. Who hides money like that? Okay, and when I think about that hiding, I think about the parable of the talents, and the guy, you know, they're coming back to tell, you know, the master what they did with the talents, and the guy is like, oh, I hid the talent because I didn't want anybody to take it or something like that. Why are we hiding money like that? That's so weird to me. This is an inside job, and somebody there knows what's up with this stuff. Nobody has, I mean, who can stack away 500 envelopes full of cash? They're not just envelopes that, you know, that come in a box all clamped together and, you know, they're easy to maneuver. This is heavy envelopes full of cash. What's happening? Okay, and you think you're gonna hide it away in the bathroom that nobody's gonna remember, nobody's gonna touch. Oh, you just forgot, and look where we are now. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. Have a good night, everybody. God bless. Much for watching my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I hope to see you in the next video.